Okay, so as in the last video we have discussed about the molar volume. What was molar volume? Molar volume was basically the volume of gas of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of gas, right? It was not just a volume of only one molecule of gas. However, it was 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of gas mass, not mass, however volume, right? So molar volume, we have already discussed about that. And molar volume of any gas at STP, means standard temperature pressure, is always 22.4 dm cube or 22.4 liter. But if you want to write that in the milliliter or in the centimeter cube, how you're going to write that? You will be multiplying 1000 with 22.4 and you're going to get 22,400 milliliter or 22,400 centimeter cube. Alright, in today's video we are just going to have a look at some numericals, as I have already told you the formula as well, how you're going to calculate the number of mole when you will have volume given in your question, right? What is the formula then? Mole will be equal to given volume per molar volume, and we have discussed this in very detail. How does it work, right? In today's video we will be solving two questions so that we can have a good practice in it. So the first question is, find number of mole of O3. O3 is ozone gas, alright, present in 5.6 dm cube of oxygen gas at STP. So let's write the question first, right? We're gonna have practice set today. So question, the questions which we solve here by using this formula are very important, so you need to be very careful about this, right? So the question is, find number of moles of O3, which is basically ozone gas, right? Ozone gas present in 5.6 dm cube, means decimeter cube of O3 gas at STP. Alright, now initially now we are going to follow the proper steps. Alright, what are the proper steps of solving any numerical in chemistry or in physics, right? Initially you need to make a data, what is the given in the question, right? So our data is what? Our data is basically here, the volume is given, means given volume is 5.6 dm cube, 5.6 dm cube decimeter cube, and we know the molar volume of any gas at STP as well, right? So molar volume at STP is always 22.4 decimeter cube for any ideal gas at STP, right? So data now we have made, right? We have given volume, that is equal to 5.6 dm cube, and we have molar volume as well, and that is equal to 22.4 dm cube, or you can write 22.4 centimeter cube. Alright, what is required here? You can see, find number of moles, which means required is moles, right? We need to find the number of moles. So the required is number of moles. Data we have already made. We have a volume given in the question. We have written the required as well. Moles are required. Now we will be initially writing the formula for it, right? So the third step is to write the formula. Here, which formula we're gonna use? Will we be using that formula in which we were finding the moles by mass? Number of mole is equal to given mass per molar mass. Can you see the mass in the question? Is the mass given in the question? No, of course. Mass isn't given in the question. What is given in the question? The volume is given in the question, which means now we will be using the formula of finding the moles in which we use the given volume, right? And that formula we have already studied. wait, let me write that with this color. So number of mole is equal to, what was the formula? Given volume per molar volume. Given volume per molar volume. Alright, given volume per molar volume. What is the given volume we have here? That is 5.6 dm cube, right? So now the fourth step is to write the solution. So solution is what? We need to solve it, right? Now put the values in this formula. So let the number of moles be x, since we are finding it. Given volume is already given in the question, that is 5.6 dm cube. Alright, molar volume is what? Molar volume is always 22.4 dm cube, right? dm cube cancel. 5.6 ones are and 5.6 basically 3s are, right? 3s are. So x is equal to 1 by 3, and if I do write in the decimal form, how much mole will I be have? So the fifth step is to write the result, right? Fifth step is to write the result. So our result is what? X is equal to 0.25 mole. 0.25 moles, right? So this is the final answer I have. Today we have solved the question with the formula, with not the formula, however with the proper steps, right? So there are basically 5 steps. Initially you need to make the data from the question. When you will be done with making a data, you need to write the required, what is required in the question, right? Here in this case the moles were required, that's why I have written moles in the required section, right? Then we need to find the formula. What would be the formula we'll be using to solve the particular question in which we can find our required value? So in this question, as I saw, the volume is given, and molar volume I always know, that is 22.4 dm cube at STP of any gas. So molar volume was given and given volume was given in the question, right? Which means I can use the formula in which I am using the volume for finding the number of moles. So number of mole is equal to given volume per molar volume. Now we have written formula as well. Now the fourth step was to write the solution. We need to solve the question, right? We need to put the values in the formula. So I just put the formula and I solved. The last step is to write the result, and the result was 0.25 moles, right? Wasn't it easy? Of course it was really easy, and of course no efforts at all, because when you learn these 5 steps you will not face any problem, and there would be less chances of creating any problem when you'll be solving numerical, right? Now let's go solve another question for today, and that would be the last question, of course, for finding the number of mole by using given volume per molar volume, right? So question is what? Question is find volume occupied by occupied by 3 moles of carbon dioxide, 3 moles of carbon dioxide at STP, right? At STP. As I have already told you, the first step to solve the numerical is always to solve the numericals by the steps, right? And the first step to solve the numerical is always to write the data from the question. You need to make a data, right? So initially data, what is given in the question? See that find volume means this is required, we don't need to go to the required first, right? By 3 moles, which means the number of mole is already given, and that is 3 mole, alright, 3 moles. And what else is given? We know that molar volume is equal to what? Molar volume of any gas at STP is equal to 22.4 dm cube, right? So 22.4 dm cube or 22.4 centimeter cube, right? So now we have written our data, right? Data. Now let me highlight this first step first. Data we have already made. Now the second step to solve the numerical is to write the required value. What is the required in this section, right? Let's see. Find volume, which means we need to find the volume. Volume of what? Initially we have written the molar volume, means they are not asking us to find the molar volume. Molar volume of any gas is always 22.4, so they're not gonna ask you to find the molar volume of any gas, right? They have asked here about the given volume. We need to find the given volume, right? Given volume. So now we have written the required. What is given in the question first? Initially we have number of moles, we have molar volume as well, and required is given volume. Now we need to write the formula. Means the third step of solving the numerical is to write the formula. And now here what formula we'll be using? Of course we're gonna use the same formula. The number of mole is equal to given volume per molar volume. Since we need to find the given volume, right, and molar volume is already given, and molar volume is already given and mole is already given, right? So we need to find the given volume, means we will be using the formula of number of mole is equal to given volume per molar volume, right? Number of mole is equal to given volume per molar volume, right? Molar volume. Now initially we need to arrange this formula, right? What we need to find, what is given in the question? The number of mole is already given and molar mass is already given. So we need to find the given volume, right? Here this is multiplying. When we go there, it will be divided, right? Sorry, here it is divided. Here it is divided. When it will go there, it will be multiplied, right? So the formula we get here is number of mole into molar volume is equal to what we are finding. We are finding the given volume, right? Given volume. Now basically we have made the formula as well. Number of mole into molar volume will give us the given volume. Now the fourth step of solving the numerical is to do the solution, right? Solution. So now we are going to solve it. So now we have already written the formula. You need to just substitute the values, right? Moles is given in the question and that is 3 mole, right? 3 moles into molar volume is what here? Molar volume of any gas at STP is 22.4 dm cube, right? Is equal to, let the given volume to be x since we are finding it, right? So 3 into 22.4 is basically 66 and 67.2, right? So x is equal to 66.7 dm cube, right? 66.7 dm cube, and that is the result I have. Right? We have found the given volume of the carbon dioxide when we were having 3 moles of carbon dioxide at STP, and that is equal to 66.7 dm cube. Today basically what we have done, we have solved 2 numericals by using the proper 5 steps. First is to write the data from the given question. Then you need to write the required value, what is required in the question. Third, you need to generate a particular formula for it. Fourth, you need to substitute the value of the data or in the given data in the formula which you have already used, right? And at the end you need to write the result of your required section, right? So this is how you're going to solve the numericals by these 5 proper steps. And now we have practiced it deeply, that how we are going to find the given volume or the number of moles by using number of mole is equal to given volume per molar volume. Now we have learned 2 formulas, right, for finding the number of moles. Initially the first formula is when we are having mass and we need to find the number of mole. So there the formula which we will be using will be number of mole is equal to given mass per molar mass. And when the volume is given in the question and you need to find the number of mole, then you will going to use number of mole is equal to given volume per molar volume, where the molar volume of any gas at STP would always be equal to 22.4 dm cube or 22.4 decimeter cube or liter, right? And when you'll be writing that in the milliliter or centimeter cube, you're going to write 22,400 centimeter cube or 22,400 milliliter, right? So this was all for today. In the next video we're gonna solve further numericals, right?